What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our weekly watch list. This week we're talking all OTC stocks. In fact, before we get into the OTCs, I'm gonna just give you a few tickers that I want you to look at in the listed market. But we have a lot of tickers to go over this week. So and it's mainly OTC right now. The OTC market has been on fire. It's what I've been just about 100% concentrating on the last 4 weeks. I've actually kind of changed my style a little bit going into these OTC stocks. My day trading style, it does work, but what seems to be working a little bit better is a little bit longer term swing trades with these stocks, purchasing and holding them for a week, sometimes 2 weeks, actually, maximizing the growth potential on some of these OTC stocks because they've been running and running hard. A lot of these have been multi-day runners, have a lot of leg in them, and these things keep moving. So, with these OTC stocks, a lot of these are what I would consider swing trades, possibly 1, 2, 3 week swing trades. The first one is a stock that I actually traded back on October 26th, though a shade over a penny. I day traded this stock, made a nice little profit on it, but I traded it just a shade over a penny. And this is Strikeforce Technologies. I actually was looking at this last Sunday when it was a quarter of a penny and did not trade it. I had some doctor's appointments through the week. Not going to make any excuses. I completely whiffed and I missed this one. Sfor. This thing closed on Friday at 0.1499, just a tick under 15 cents. It was up 229% on Friday. These guys are going to be unveiling their Safe Chat secured video conferencing platform on December 18th. It goes live. I anticipate this thing continuing their run. I could see this thing hitting 30, 40 cents. This thing has been absolutely parabolic. And I'd be buying this on any pullbacks. This thing may run without you. It may start going. If that's the case, you're going to want to be very careful with the way it trades. I do think this thing continues to run. So I don't think it's much of a risk if you buy it, it does pull back and you're down a little bit. You might want to wait this out instead of cutting your losses very quickly. I do think this one has legs and it continues. And this thing can see 25, 35, 45 cents probably by the end of the week. Like I said, because they go live on the 18th. They've had a lot of news coming out as far as reducing their share structure and a lot of things like that. So a lot of positive things from this company. So SFOR is one of the top stocks on my watch list. Second one we're going to be looking at is ARCS, Arcus Resources. This thing closed at 0.0199, so just a tick under 2 pennies. It was up 137% on Friday. This is the cannabis company who put out a tweet that they're going to actually be merging with one of the biggest companies in the cannabis industry. There will be no reverse splits, no dilution, and they will be getting current on their status as far as their filing. So a lot of good things happening with this company. ARCS right now at 199 or actually shade under 2 cents at 0.0199, not $1.99, but just a shade under 2 cents right now is a steal. I can see this thing with all the good news coming out and everything working with this company, the share structure that they do have, and possibly that they're going to be reducing shares and all the steps that they're going to be taking to legitimize this company. I can see this thing hitting 4 or 5 cents, if not better, sometime going into next week. So this is definitely a swing trade going over the next, probably the next few weeks. I could possibly see this thing hitting 7, 8, maybe even better cents. Really like ARCS. Now, this one is more of a day trade or a overnight swing trade, and this is Lampert Less Lethal, LLLI. This stock closed at 0.024, so a little bit under 2.5 cents. They were up 72% on Friday. This is a play on less lethal riot gear, tasers, different things of that nature. With what we saw in D.C. happening over the weekend, and Trump is not giving up on this election. Like I said, we're not going to get political on this channel, but what we see going on, I think the turmoil and the positioning of this country is only going to get more stressful. It's only going to get more turbulent. So I think companies like LLLI, and some of the other companies that I have mentioned in the past, some of these riot gear companies, some of these taser companies, some of these non-lethal defense or police, things of that nature, these will be getting some play. DGLY, some of these other companies, VISL. These are companies you definitely want to look at, and one of my favorite is LLLI at 2.4 or 0.024 cents. I think this thing has a lot of room to run. This thing ran almost up to 5 cents not too long ago, and I think this can test that. I would be taking profits right at about that 4.5, 5 cent range if you can get in anywhere under 3 cents here. I do like this as a day trade or a possibly a couple day swing trade here. Another one is EcoSciences Inc. ECEZ. They came out, in fact, they closed, this is a TRIPS company. They actually closed at 0.0006, so really cheap, just under a tenth of a penny. Half of a tenth of a penny, and they closed up 20% on Friday. I'd like you to do your due diligence on this company. I think they have a lot of opportunity to run. They do have a lot of shares. This is not a company I would be holding for as a long-term hold, but due to the fact that they're purchasing another company, cash $30 million, and they're saying that their numbers are looking pretty good. They're also talking about becoming current, so this is something that can push this out of the TRIPS area, and you can get a nice 50-100% on this company, I think, over the next couple days. That's ECEZ. Next company we're going to be talking about, this is one of my favorites. This is Trimax Corporation, TMXN. We talked about these guys on the OTC Saturday video. We also talked about them in the challenge. We own these guys in the challenge. Looks like Wednesday there's going to be some big news as far as the court case that they do have. They closed at 0.0094, up 118%. I would be looking at this thing possibly testing or breaking those 52-week highs of 2 cents. If it breaks those 52-week highs, this thing can run probably to 3 or 4 with the magnificent share structure that it has for an OTC stock. TMXN is a stock that I own, and it's definitely a stock that I love. I could see this thing doubling, possibly tripling, if not more, from where it's at right now. This is a green light buy, in my opinion. The next one is Social Life Network, WDLF. They closed at 0.0026. They were up 62% on Friday. They've come out, the CEOs come out with a lot of tweets reaffirming shareholders about their, about their stock and about their company after a article came out last week. Kind of killed the run that they had. This thing ran all the way up to a penny, from just about a tenth of a penny all the way to a penny. Had an absolutely magnificent run. It got stuffed out by some bad news and some stuff that circulated on Twitter and around the old trader campfire. Kind of killed this run. I think this thing picks up steam this week, and at 0.0026, this is a steal right here. I could see this thing testing those highs that it traded last week, probably going up to a penny, if not breaking a penny. So WDLF is definitely a stock I'd have on my radar. Another one, and this is probably my favorite of the group right now. This is Ultrac Systems, MJLB. This one closed at 0.0138, so it closed a little bit over a penny, almost a penny and a half in that range. This was only up 8% on Friday. Again, it closed at 0.0138, so it was up 8%. This company right now has a huge deal with a Canadian telecom company. This is a company like we talked about in the OTC Saturday video yesterday, and this is another stock that I do own. This is a stock that does the just like Qualcomm, they do the electronic logging devices, ELD devices for the trucking industry and for different service companies that have large fleets and have to track the mileage and track everything about the vehicle and their employees. They actually supply that. They have a huge deal with a Canadian telecom company, which through my research, and now this is only speculation, but I think this is Rogers Communications, a company that has over $14 billion in annual revenue, is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, RCI, and it trades at over $47, $46 or $47 on the stock exchange. They have over 26,000 employees. This is a huge company, and because they said that the company that they're dealing with has 10 million monthly subscription customers, Rogers has that, and they're one of the top three telecom companies in Canada. So it only makes sense that that could be the company. It really makes sense. So I think Rogers Communications is probably the company that they're dealing with. If that is the case, this is easily a 5-cent stock. They have an excellent share structure right now at only 0.0138. They had a really nice run at the end of the day on Friday. They were trading around a penny the majority of the day. Got a really nice push on very high volume towards the end of the day, which tells me is a great indication that they're going to continue running going into Monday. There were some heavy buyers again coming in at the close. And now that we may have an idea of who the partner is, if that is the case, this is a huge deal. Like I said, with 26,000 employees, a huge fleet, a lot of vehicles on the road servicing customers. This would be a big deal for this company, and this would be ongoing because they also do the communications. They also deal with servicing and everything else as far as these systems that they do put in the vehicle. So MJLB, this is one I will be holding probably over the next few weeks. The actual verification of who they're dealing with should come by the end of the year. I anticipate probably over the next 10 days or so. They wanted to wait for the company to put out a PR. And I have a good idea who it is. Like I said, it's only speculation. I think it's Rogers Communication, and this is a big deal for this company. So I could see this thing trading anywhere from 5 to 7 cents on verification of that deal right there. Next company is a company that we have talked about plenty on this, so we're not going to get into the company. That's ENZC. ENZC company closed at 0.0912. They were only up 1% on Friday. This company, I'd like you to take a look at all the news that they've been pouring out. Just constantly putting out good news. This is a 15 to 20 cent stock, in my opinion. I don't say tomorrow, but I think over the next couple months, this thing has really good opportunity to grow. I think they have at least 100% potential over the next month or two. So I really like ENZC. The next stock that we're talking about is another one that we do own for the challenge. They actually, this is ATVK, Ameritech Ventures. They closed at 0.02715. They were down 17% on Friday on low volume. They actually came out with some tweets, really good news, that they will be merging soon. They will be coming current soon, and they will be dropping some PR soon. I think this buzz going around Twitter really will push this stock. I could see this stock trading at least up to 4 cents tomorrow, if not better. So ATVK is definitely at these low prices. This is something I would be buying. Try to be getting, grab some right on the open. Another one, I'm just going to throw out a ticker. I want you to take a look at it. I think this one has a lot of potential this week. This is GMEV, GME Entertainment. I'm sorry, GME Entertainment, GMEV. This stock closed on Friday at 0.001. They were up 43% on Friday. I think this thing has a nice opportunity to run. Do your homework on these guys. I really like them. The last stock we're going to be talking about, definitely one of my favorites. This has monster potential, and this is one we talked about yesterday. This is NECA, Neca Holdings. This one closed at 0.0013. They were even on the day, and this thing had, like I said, we talked about it yesterday, so you can just go to the video yesterday of why I like these guys. There's a lot. I mean, this is a speculative play, no question. This is a speculative play. But from where they're at right now, I think they have possibly 500% potential from where they're at. So even a $100 investment in this company would net you probably $500 by Friday, I would think, at minimum. So I think this thing, with the countdown being December 21st, I think that this company runs throughout the week, gains steam throughout the week, picks up in volume throughout the week. And if we get good news, especially on Monday, this thing is going to explode. So I really like NECA. Just going to go over the tickers real quick because that's all I got for you today. SFOR, Strikeforce Technologies. ARCS, Arcus Resources. LLLI, Lampert, Less Lethal. ECEZ, Ecosciences Inc. TMXN, Trimax Corporation. MJLB, Ultrac Systems. ENZC, that's Enzalytics. ATVK, Ameritech Ventures. NECA, Neca Holdings, and GMEV, GME Entertainment. I'm spitting out the words wrong. Now I'm going to give you my top four. The ones that SFOR Strikeforce, this is probably one of the better investments in this group. If you were going to buy something to stick away and let this thing run and let it build, I think this thing's almost on par with TSNP. So SFOR, Strikeforce Technologies, this is a rock solid company, and I think this thing has a lot of potential in it. And I also think the same for Ultrac Systems, MJLB. This is one I think can grow with this new contract that they will be announcing soon. I think they're only going to build upon that, being that they service the trucking industry and service industries. If their product is proven, and obviously it is if it's with one of the larger companies, if this thing is proven, it's only going to, the company's only going to grow. So I really like MJLB. So that would be my number 2. My number 3 would be Arcus Resources, ARCS. And my number 4 would be Trimax Corporation, TMNX, due to the lawsuit. This one's more of a weekly swing trade. I would probably buy this one, swing it into the week, and probably take my profits towards the end of the week. Depending on this on this lawsuit. Now, Neca Holdings, this is the one I think has the most potential out of all these trades. Neca right now trading at 0.0013, very, very cheap stock. They are reducing their share structure. They are releasing filings to the SEC every day. So like I said in the video, they have quarterly filings for 3 years that they've been releasing on a 12-day countdown every day. Like I said, this costs money. They're paying for lawyers. They're paying to get these filings released. Something big is in the works. They probably have some type of reverse merger, some type of something going on where they're very urgently becoming current. So at 0.0013, I can see this thing running to a half a penny, and at a half a penny, we're talking about 400% gains from where we sit, if not possibly better, depending on the news. So Neca, if I was going to be loading up on one for a speculative, biggest bang for your buck, that's Neca. So as always, please like, please share, please subscribe. I know I put a lot of stocks out to you right now. I want you to go through every stock, make your decision for yourself, whatever fits your trading style, whatever fits best in your portfolio. Please make those moves. I'd like you to do your own due diligence on these stocks. I don't want you to follow me blindly. I want you to learn how to trade and make these decisions on your own. So as always, enjoy the rest of your evening, and let's get that money, traders.